play at about 3 hours after things were halted around 3:15 Central Time in the bottom of the third. In fact, not yet beginning the bottom of the third inning. It's a 1-0 Oregon State lead. They had a solo home run to lead off the top half of the third inning. And the Tigers will be coming to the plate. Travinski, Beloso, and Dugas due up 4, 5, and 6. Again, Oregon State had already made the decision to pull the starter, A.J. Lattery. They were going to bring in Killjoe out of the bullpen when play was halted. We saw him warming up down in the bullpen. We expect he will go for the Beavers nonetheless, and just keeping an eye on the bullpen for the Tigers down the way. Once the top of the fourth comes around, it appears it will be Thatcher Hurd to be on the bump for the Tigers when they restart this contest. Again, welcome in. Happy to be joined with our producer, Brian Haldane, in the Capital One studio. Tiger champions Doug Thompson, Buzzy Heidel. Guys, I know we kept ourselves busy for what will be 3 hours. And again, it was a tough break. And just to kind of recap for those who are just tuning in, Oregon State got that one-run solo homer by one of their top hitters, one of the best hitters in the country, Travis Bazzana. But LSU able to take that momentum going into the dugout as they were headed across the diamond. The officials came out and said, we got to halt play. And again, that was a tough one to swallow if you're Jay Johnson and you're the Tiger fans.
Yeah, having to shelf Ty Floyd does not help the situation, right? We're not really excited about what's after Ty Floyd and Paul Skeens as of late, with the exception of a couple good relief outings from Ackenhausen and Riley Cooper over in Hoover. So this is really not what you want to see if you're the Tigers. But you know what? I mean, Oregon State's in the same boat. Their lefty, who we think will come in, he's going to be 93 to 97, Buzzy, but he did get hot. He crossed the white line. He was going to be the pitcher of record. So, that's not easy to do, to get hot, get ready, and have to go sit for a 2.5, 3 hour delay.
Yeah, and Killjoe, who is making his way out as we speak right now, number 36. He's a big kid, and from the left side, 93, 97, you mentioned it, Doug. He does struggle with the command at times. He's got 17 walks in 20 innings, does have the 30 strikeouts, and that's just from the high-velocity fastball. But he's going to try to blow the fastball right by you. I mean, that's what he likes to go to, and when you throw the ball with that kind of velocity, that's what you trust in. But will not have command of the off-speed at times. So you mentioned it, a little bit of a bummer for LSU as you felt like the momentum was back in their dugout. But, look, they're both playing the same game. They both had to wait the 3 hours. You're at home. Your crowd's thinned out a little bit because of the weather, but you're still in Alex Box Stadium, Skip Bertman Field. You feel like LSU should have the advantage. They just got to get it done.
Yeah, Killjoe's been a one-inning guy most of this season for Oregon State. His last outing was on 5/24 against Arizona. Just an inning of work there, 3 hits and a run allowed. Before that, he went on 5/18. Also got an inning of work there. So don't expect a long outing here from Killjoe. The longest of the year looks like 2 1/3 innings. And they're going to try to piecemeal it together here after probably not the start that you're looking from out of their starter today, Lattery, who just really couldn't throw strikes. I mean, he was under 50% strikes in 70 pitches.
You know, guys, we talk about the advantages that obviously LSU lost when the game was halted. As Buzzy, you put it, they had momentum even though they gave up that one-run home run. The other side of that coin is they also stranded 6 runners with bases loaded on 2 occasions. Maybe this time away, this 3 hours, maybe allows them to reset offensively. We'll see as Hayden Travinski steps in, and we are about to resume play. As again, Nelson Killjoe, the left-hander, looks in. And the first pitch, Travinski, it misses high. It's 1-0.
Yeah, we'll see. That's 84 miles an hour. I don't think that was the fastball. Maybe started off with a changeup.
Travinski, a strikeout victim earlier today in his first at-bat. Swings and fouls this fastball off into the screen at 96 on the gun. And that'll even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, the thing LSU didn't do a good job of, you mentioned it, Chris, is leaving guys on base. They had 4 walks. Lattery walked 4 LSU Tigers and hit a Tiger, and they just didn't take advantage of the free passes.
Swing and a miss, or rather a swing and a foul off the bat of Travinski, back into the screen. Gets him behind in the count. Another fastball offering after setting him up with appeared to be a changeup. He's come back with heaters now and is ahead in the count, 1-2. Keljo looks in. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Another fastball. Travinski launches it high and deep to left center field. Turley, though, on the track, along with McDowell, the center fielder. And McDowell able to get to it. It holds in within the park. A long fly ball just left of the batter's eye, but results in out number 1.
Yeah, dead into the wind there. He jumped on that fastball, and it looked like it had enough at first, but the wind just knocked it down. That is 2 now. The Tigers have just missed by a stitch, one off the bat of Joe Bear, and that one from Travinski.
I think you've got to sell out to the fastball against Keljo. You can't, if he throws the all-speed pitch and he can locate it through these next however many innings he throws, you tip your hat. But you got to adjust, or you got to set for that fastball.
Watch out.
Inside pitch on a fastball to Beloso, going to catch him on the arm. So with 1 out, second hit batter of the game officially will send Beloso down to first, and that will bring Gavin Dugas to the plate.
That's the thing. You got to take advantage. Oregon State has given their fair share of free passes to LSU. Just got to take advantage now if you're LSU and try to drive these runners across.
124th time a batter has been hit by the Tigers, or for the Tigers this season. As we'll see Gavin Dugas, he's had his share to say the least, but he'll stand in here trying to swing the bat. First pitch from Keljo, swing and a miss. Couldn't get around on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. And it's 0-1. Dugas, by the way, aboard out of fielder's choice back in the first inning. At Beloso at first, 1 down, bottom of the 3rd inning, 1-0 Oregon State leads. The 0-1. Fastball misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I'll tell you another thing that did not help the Tigers. This is the home field advantage at your regional, and we've only got about 60% occupancy, I'd say, maybe less.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on its way, miss low. Ball 2, 2-1. You could tell just before we resumed this game, there were several here that realized that fact, Doug, and said, we're going to have to be louder.
Yeah.
The ones that are here will have to be loud to make it a home field advantage, because the number is certainly not what it was when we began at 2 o'clock. The 2-1. Fastball misses high. Good eye by Dugas, makes it 3-1.
Yeah, still a bigger crowd than Oregon State's played in front of this year, though. Just not what you were quite hoping for the game 2 of your home regional.
3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Called strike at the knees will make it 3-2. Dugas a little surprised. Tiger fans not happy with it, but it will fill the count. Runner at first, 1 down. Semi shift on with Dugas, the right-handed hitter. They've got the second baseman Bazana just right of the second base bag. 3-2, swing and a miss. Dugas down on strikes. Fastball a little up in the zone, a little out on the plate. Dugas went after it, came up empty, 2 down.
It's tough luck just because 3-1. I thought it was a good take, Doug, with a pitch down in the zone, not a pitch you can handle or drive, and you're looking for a hitter's pitch. And that wasn't it. And then 3-2, probably a ball, but too close to take, just riding off of the outside plate, and Dugas not able to make contact.
So now we'll see Braden Joubert. Had a deep fly ball to right field his first time up. There's a fastball in on the hands, called strike 0-1.
Really nothing but heaters up to this point from Keljo. We saw the
change-ups to start off.
Yeah, change-ups early, but that's it. He's going to try to get you with the fastball.
Here's the 0-1.
Almost more putting it in their minds that he had that changeup. But you're right, Buzzy. It's been 6 or 7 heaters in a row since then.
1 ball, 1 strike to Braden Joubert. Again, already some throwing down in the bullpen for the Beavers. Here's the 1-1. Stayed away, and it misses low. Ball 2. Again, Travinski flied out deep to center field. Beloso hit by a pitch. Dugas struck out swinging. And now with 2 outs, here's the 2-1 to Joubert. This one a knock towards second base. 1 hopper, high hop, but Bazana handles, flips it to Demidi at second base. And that will do it for LSU. So we get back to action. Tigers no runs, no hits. They leave 1 man on. They trail 1-0. We expect to see Thatcher Hurd take over on the mound for the Tigers. Beavers coming to the plate. They lead 1-0 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Now batting in the cleanup position, Jenny King, the king of clean.
Tiger fans, Janney King is a proud partner of LSU Athletics and even more proud to provide you, the players, and every fan that comes to a game here with a healthy stadium that has been cleaned by our team of professionals. Let us clean and disinfect your business. Go to JannyKingCleans.com now. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Janney King, the king of clean.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sounds are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
At Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, our top priority is customer comfort. For over 20 years, Southern Air has been dedicated to providing honest pricing with no surprises and passing along their savings to you. Call them today to receive $50 off any AC or plumbing repair, or take advantage of their special financing with no money down and low monthly payments. Call them today at 225-777-8888. That's Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
The road to Omaha starts here in Baton Rouge. NCAA regional action continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
So after Ty Floyd started the game, a 3-hour weather delay. Now Thatcher Hurd takes over on the mound for LSU. They trail Oregon State 1-0 here in the first game of the winner's bracket due to weather here in South Louisiana. Unable to play last night. Had to finish up the first loser bracket game earlier today as Sam Houston sent Tulane packing. And again, a 3-hour delay after we headed towards the bottom of the third here in this winner's bracket game. So big spot for Thatcher Hurd. Oregon State again leading 1-0. It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up. Casper to lead it off.
Oof. Got to get some innings out of Thatcher Hurd. In fact, I think he's going to have to pitch the distance here.
Casper stands in, aboard on a walk, offered up by Ty Floyd back in the second inning before the rain delay. That pitch misses high with a fastball, 1-0.
Hurd making his 20th appearance of the year. He started 10 games. This is kind of like a start for Thatcher Hurd, as with the rain delay coming out fresh.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one is strike just above the knees, make it 1-1.
Hurd is 5-2 on the year. He has a 6.41 ERA. Does have 3 saves and 46 and a third innings pitched, giving up 46 hits, 33 runs, 31 walks, and 59 strikeouts. 1
ball, 1 strike. Hurd fires to the left-hander. There's a strike just below the belt. Little fastball at 96. It's 1-2. Doug, you mentioned it. They went with Keljo to restart this game. Only about an inning of work. They already have people throwing in the bullpen. We'll see. Here's the 1-2 and low and inside. Evens the count now to Casper. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I mean they're going to go Johnny Holstaff, I would imagine. That looks like that little sidewinder they had up earlier. Yep. Got the right-handed side armor starting to loosen.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Brady Casper. Here's the pitch from Hurd. In the air to left field. Pearson going back. Pearson gets to the track. He gets to the wall, and this one is gone.
Look at the wind now. Well, look at the wind now.
I mean, unbelievable.
The wind was blowing from left to right field when Travinsky hit that ball in the left center field gap. Now the wind has shifted, blowing out to left field. And if I ever saw a wind-aided home run, it was that one. It looked like Pearson first came set underneath the ball 10 feet shy of the warning track and continued to drift slowly.
Doug,
until that one just snuck out.
Yeah, it's like he almost took a step or 2 in. It was a can of corn all day to left field.
Unbelievable.
And got out of the ballpark.
Casper with his 11th home run of the year, 2nd home run for the Beavers. And they now lead 2-0 here. So that one a called strike to Tanner Smith. Again, Casper in the 7 hole. Smith now batting 8th in the order. He's 0 for 1. Flied out to Dylan Cruz in shallow center back in the 2nd. Hurd's 0-1 pitch. Comes in high for ball one.
Look, for me, I mean, Hurd, if he doesn't look sharp here in the first 3 batters, I've got somebody hot in the bullpen ready to come in because you may very well need this guy to pitch later today, tomorrow. Long regional still ahead of us.
The 1-1 launched in the air to left field, and this one, as Pearson goes back, got it with the glove, couldn't hold on, keeps it in the park, but it will be a double off the bat of Tanner Smith. So a solo home run to Casper, now a double off the wall to Smith, and Thatcher Hurd already in trouble here, down 2-0. That one just inches from getting out of here.
I'm with you there, Duger. I've got some guys down in the bullpen at least playing, staying loose, stretching around because, if it not that 2-0's out of hand, or not that even 3 or 4-0 would be out of hand, but
you can't just let him stay
correct.
out there and eat up 50 pitches.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, this has got to be, he's got it, his first 20 pitches. If not, we got to make a move. But for the record, not a soul down in the LSU bullpen.
So now we'll see Dernetti, the shortstop, who's 0 for 1. He grounds it out to the shortstop, Thompson. He'll lay down a bunt right in front of the plate. Travinsky going to pick it up, throw to first, and a great grab on a one-hop by Trey Morgan.
Holy smokes.
That one was headed to right field on the trajectory on the throw from Travinsky, and Morgan with a stretch and took it off the bounce off the dirt to get that out.
Buzzy, you played some first base. Give me a level of difficulty, 1 to 10 there.
And it's 9.999. I mean, it's as tough as you can get. I was going to say,
wow.
I think that's as tough a play. We've seen Trey Morgan make plenty of great plays at first base. That might have been the best one I've seen in the moment. That play right there.
Looks like we're going to get a review. Looked like Oregon State came out. They want to challenge that call.
Well,
but right now they're just meeting. The umpires are just meeting now. They are going to. Well, now Jay Johnson coming out.
Well, I'll tell you, he wants to find out what the review's going to be. But, man, for a minute there, I thought Thatcher Hurd, Riley Cooper, and Travinsky were all going to run into each other, and that ball was going to be sitting right there. So Travinsky kind of went in there tentatively, and he was still tiptoeing, running almost towards second base, made a very awkward throw. He didn't have the room with all the guys around him to plant and make a good throw. That was very difficult. And a tough throw for Travinsky, but an unbelievable dig over there at first base for Trey Morgan.
Going to go under review here. So after the explanation to Jay Johnson, they'll put on the headset. So an official challenge here on the ruling that the runner was out at first, which again, by the way, the bunt laid down does get Smith over to third. But as it was ruled on the field, runner at third, 1 out. If this is overturned, it's a runner at third, first and third, and no outs.
That's right. Tough play for Travinsky. Had to get rid of it quickly. Oh, I think that's beat him by a full, half a yard.
They may have questioned, that is Oregon State, whether his foot came off
His foot
the bag.
right.
But
I don't
the
think
throw
it did.
beat him.
But you saw that umpire. What's the first base umpire's name?
Greg Street.
Yep, he came around and pointed at that bag and his foot 3 or 4 times to make sure everybody knew he saw that foot stay on the bag. So I think this one will stay right where it is. But Thatcher Hurd going to have to dig deep here, boys.
Well, catching a short hop or a big hop, picking a ball at first base is tough enough. But he had to stretch out he's fully stretched as far as Trey Morgan could go. That's what made it so difficult. And he had to pick the hop as well. Just a very, very impressive play by Trey Morgan.
Difficult, but Buzzy Heidel makes that play all day.
Well, I think him being a left-hander certainly helped get as far out as he did. So, I mean, I think, talent-wise I do, but I don't know if I was a left-hander, I certainly make it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, they're still looking at this, which is always never a good sign. Again, just past history. And that, again, when we watch the replay here in the booth, it seemed pretty cut and dry. But now they've got the headset off, and we will get the decision.
Got him.
They got it. So the ruling stands. Great job by Travinsky. Better job by Trey Morgan. And let's give a tip of the cap to Greg Street, the first base umpire. So it is 1 down. Beavers do get a runner to third now. But now to the top of the order, Bazana coming to the plate. He's 1 for 2. A strikeout to Floyd in the first, and then took Floyd deep to right center in the third with a solo home run.
Well, if I'm going to start a college baseball team with all the players in this regional, this guy's one of the ones I want to get.
Infield playing in. And the first pitch off speed for a strike from Hurd, 0-1. So the Tigers now with just 1 out. They'll try to keep it a 2-0 ball game with anything on the grass in the infield. Hurd, the right-hander. The 0-1 to the lefty. And a swing and a miss. Dropped off the table with that breaking pitch, and it's 0-2.
Heck of a pitch there from Hurd. Need one more good one, though.
I'm going to say, Doug, no let up here with 2 strikes with a great hitter.
The 0-2. Another breaking ball, and it just missed a little low. Good location. That time, Bazzana stays away, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Chris, that was perfect location. If you're take that video and show the pitchers next year how to throw that 0-2, 1-2 curveball with that video.
Again, the infield playing just off the grass. A runner at third, 1 down. The 1-2, another breaking ball. High chopper going over. Dugas, or rather Thompson, throws home, and it gets away from Travinski. That will score the run in Smith.
You know, that reminds me a lot of last year, where the Tigers had some plays. Of course, if Jordan Thompson makes that play, we're up here hooting and hollering, talking about how great of a play it was, but a little too aggressive for me, Buzzy. I'd rather have taken that guaranteed out at first base, because the angle and the play and the throw that Thompson had to make was very unusual, and it was just going to be really tough to get that runner at the plate.
I thought it was a bad baseball play all the way around. I thought Smith at third base did a horrible job of base running. He didn't go down angle. He should have scored well before that, but because he held up, Thompson thought he had a chance, and he did have a chance. But you're right, Doug, you got to get the sure out. When that takes you as far as it did and he had to spin and throw, it was never going to be an easy play. And but again, I thought Smith did not do a good job at third base as the third base runner.
Second time we've seen with Bazzana at the plate that they made that switch for Thompson moving to second base. And not only did they not get the out and allowed a run to score to make it 3-0, but on the throw home, getting away from Travinski, it now puts a runner at second base, still with just 1 out. So the Beavers still threatening in scoring position here. And Thatcher Hurd and this Tiger defense got to find 2 quick outs. Jay Johnson out there to visit with the infield and the battery.
Well, it was always going to be tough to strike Bazzana out, right, Doug? But you get the ground ball, you get the out. You're going to get an out. Yeah, you're going to trade a run for it. And that was kind of the worst of the situation.
Well, you had the infield in. He hits the high chopper, of course. Thompson went behind first base basically to field it and had to spin and just make an awkward throw again. I just like taking the out there once he had to be so unathletic when he threw the ball.
And again, it puts a runner at second with just 1 out. So now we'll see Forrester, who is 2 for 2, a single and a double, and he swings and fouls it back. It's 0-1.
And by the way, it was a very athletic play. I meant he wasn't in a very athletic position when he threw it. There was like 5 hops from where he threw it to home plate. It had been a great play all the way around. Just tough one there.
Runner at second, 1 down. Here's the 0-1.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a strike. That time Forrester got fooled with the breaking ball and then tried to hold back, but it's 0-2. So again, Hurd gets ahead in the count. Runner at second base. Tigers trailing now 3-0. 2 runs scored here in the top of the 4th thus far. The pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Boy, that curve up in the zone, and Forrester put everything he had into it but couldn't find it. 2 down, big strikeout for Thatcher Hurd.
Huge.
So now they'll once again with a left-hander in McDowell coming to the plate. They'll switch Dugas over to the shortstop position, left of second base. They'll move Thompson about 3 feet onto the right field grass, second base way. With 2 down, runner at second. Here's the pitch. McDowell swings, foul tip. Fastball gets through, and it's 0-1.
Like we talk about, Doug, no reason to let up now with 2 outs. You got a runner in scoring position. One of their better hitters, the 3-hole. Got to bear down if you're Thatcher Hurd. Make some quality pitches.
The 0-1. Breaking ball over for a strike.
There we go.
Nice curve, and it's 0-2.
Getting ahead, it hadn't been a problem for Thatcher Hurd.
Two outs, runner at second. 0-2 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. McDowell with the bat over the top of the baseball. Hurd gets the punch out, his second in the inning. However, Oregon State adds 2 runs. They do it on 2 hits, and they leave 1 man on. We now move to the bottom of the 4th. Tigers need some offense. It'll be Thompson, Pearson, top of the order crews due up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Are our
love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Coming back.
Action continues on the road to Omaha from the LSU Sports Radio Network. Back with more on the road to Omaha from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
3-0 Oregon State leads. LSU coming to the plate. The Tigers so far just one hit in this game. They got one hit off the starter, A.J. Lattery. Again, they loaded the bases on 2 occasions. Bottom of the first, bottom of the second, came up empty-handed. Jordan Thompson will lead it off. He was hit by a pitch, his first at bat back in the second earlier this afternoon. A.J. Hutchinson takes over on the mound. Sidewinding right-hander delivers, showing bunt, and bunting through it for a strike is Thompson. It's 0-1.
Hutchinson making his 25th appearance of the year. He's 1-0 with a 3.64 ERA and 29 2/3 inning. He's given up 20 hits, 12 runs, 14 walks, and 25 strikeouts. You mentioned it, Chris. Sidearm pitcher, mid-80s fastball.
Swing and a foul tap held on to by the catcher, Tanner Smith, and Thompson behind in the count 0-2. They'll slide the defense over. Semi-shift now as they move Bazzano, the second baseman, back over to the right side of second base. Thompson readies the bat. Hutchison fires, and a swing and a miss. 3 pitches and the first out of the inning. Thompson down on strikes. Hutchinson with his 26th strikeout of the year. And that'll bring Josh Pearson out of the 9 spot, who got aboard on a walk back in the second.
Off-speed pitch up in the zone to Thompson, but Hutchison's going to be, as I told you, fastball's mid-80s. He'll touch some 80s, 6, 7s, and even 88s at times, but he's going to live more in the 85 range. Fastball, slider, changeup. The changeup is not often a strike, so he's really fastball, slider.
First pitch to Pearson. Misses off the outside corner, and it's 1-0. See how the left-handed hitters for LSU handle the right-handed sidewind throwing for A.J. Hutchinson. The 1-0. Missed inside, 2-0.
Good eye.
Awfully close, but Derek Maliko says it missed for ball 2. (2-0) pitch to Pearson. Down the middle for a strike. It's 2-1.
Another spot there where they got behind 2-0 and went to a slider, Doug. So you mentioned it earlier before the rain delay. They are not afraid, this Oregon State pitchers, to have to throw any pitch in any count.
Look, LSU's hitting .312 as a team. They got all kind of home runs and RBIs, and that one's way off the plate. Swing and a miss to make it 2-2.
1 out here. Bottom of the 4th. Oregon State leading 3-0 in the battle of this winner's bracket in Baton Rouge. Even count to Pearson. Infield playing somewhat straight up. And that one fouled back into the screen as Pearson fights it off. Still remains 2-2.
Another right-hander down in Oregon State's bullpen. We'll get you a name and number here shortly, but I thought Hutchinson may go a couple innings, the side armor that's in as we speak, but the way Oregon State's getting them loose down in the bullpen, it might be, as you said, Doug, a little each inning, throw a different Beaver.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Pearson. This one high in the air, right center field. Casper giving chase to the track, to the wall. And it is off the top of the wall, picked up by Casper. Pearson around second and on his way into third. A 1-out triple off the wall in right center, just missing getting out of here. Casper made a valiant effort, climbed the ladder, but it just stays in the park. But Pearson with a triple will bring Dylan Cruz to the plate with 1 out.
Yeah, I think he had that ball in his glove for a second, and the ball kind of caused the fumble there. We'll take it. That is a leadoff triple. Can't hit it much harder than that.
Yep,
Buzzy and I thought that ball was way out of here.
Well, I thought it was out, and then I said it's going to be one of those afternoons when it looked like Casper came down with it, Doug. So when it came out, I'm thinking, okay, now we're back in it. LSU needs to figure out to get on the board and get the momentum. It's rocking here at the box.
Pitch to Cruz. Strike at the letters. Ooh. A little up in the zone, but they rule it strike 1. 0-1 to Cruz, who was a strikeout victim in the first, aboard on a walk in the second.
And that's 51, Ben Ferrer, the right-hander, warming up down in that Beaver bullpen.
The 0-1 to Cruz. This one hammered to left center field. This time the park will not hold it. 2-run bomb. Dylan Cruz, home run number 16, and the Tigers are on the board. They cut the Beaver lead to 1. It's 3-2. Boom!
Boom is right. That ball was absolutely melted out to left center field off the bat of Dylan Cruz. No-brainer home run, a 2-run job, and the Tigers trail it by 1.
And that may be all for the Sidewinder. Slow walk out there now. And they're already still waiting for the call, but it looks like they'll make a change here. With just 1 out, nobody on, and Tommy White coming to the plate. They will make a pitching change. Powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Tigers with 1 swing of the bat by Dylan Cruz. Get within 1. It's now 3-2 Oregon State. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, we're in the heat of the season. When you're powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, you're always on the winning team. Right now, take advantage of our home run offers on our tractor packages that include 0% financing. Visit us at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends June 30th, 2023.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors. Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply.
All right, coming back.
The road to Omaha starts here in Baton Rouge. NCAA regional action continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU held scoreless for 3 innings. Down 3-0 coming into the bottom of the 4th inning. But Dylan Cruz changes that. Yanks one out of here to left center field. It's now a 3-2 Beaver lead. 1 out, and we've got Tommy White coming to the plate.
Well, I'll tell you, Doug, I know we talked about it's probably 60% capacity in here. What that 3-hour delay did, it allowed the fans to warm themselves from the inside a little bit more. So they're rocking and rolling right now.
New pitcher, Ferrer comes in, and the first pitch is strike. And it's 0-1 to Tommy White.
Ferrer on the year making its 20th appearance. He's got a 4.39 ERA. It's 2-1. He's worked 41 innings so far this year.
Here's the 0-1 to White. Swing and a one-hopper to short. Demidi gloves it and throws across in time for out number 2. Shortstop for Oregon State didn't have to move. That one hit right to it.
Ferrer now with 41 in the third innings has allowed 40 hits, 21 runs, 20 have been earned. He has 47 strikeouts and 10 walks. Obviously a very good strikeout to walk ratio.
Now we'll see Trey Morgan. Morgan aboard on a walk back in the first. Grounded out to the second baseman. Bazana in the second. First pitch swing, fouled back out of play, and it's 0-1.
And Ferrer is a fastball slider changeup guy, but he's mainly fastball slider, with slider being his go-to pitch. He throws it early and often and tries to nibble around the zone. A scout report is he likes to try to see if you can get yourself out by chasing a pitch just out of the zone. But he likes to go to that slider a lot.
The 0-1 misses outside and high. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one, the count to Morgan. Ferrer fires. Ground ball, but fouled on the first base line. Moves the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Morgan, a 3.01 average coming into this at bat. 246 when 2 outs in the inning. And after they get to 2 strikes, they'll move 3 infielders right of second base. Third baseman Mikey Kane by his lonesome in the 6 hole, playing the shortstop position. He's actually shaded now towards second base. Here's the 1-2. Going opposite field down the line in left, but this one will go foul. Again, Trey Morgan, he's seen the shift a lot this season, but he is a skilled batter when it comes to going opposite field. You can tell he laid back on that one. Just missed it down the line and left, but it's still 1-2. Again, they have their third baseman, Mikey Kane, playing shaded towards second base. 3 infielders to the right. 2 outs. Ferrer's 1-2. Low and inside. And got a piece of him. So Morgan will head down to first base.
That's one. Well, maybe not.
Well, Morgan's not putting up much of a fight. I think he was trying to get away with one there.
He took off down the first base line, but again, we didn't see that indication from the home plate umpire, and eventually they bring Morgan back. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. 3-2, Oregon State leads. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased a fastball up and out. Morgan down on strikes. Ferrer records his first strikeout in relief, but the Tigers get on the board. Didn't have to get them all back here in the bottom of the 4th. They get 2 runs. Again, Dylan Cruz with a 2-run bomb to left center field, his 16th homer of the year. And it's a 3-2 Oregon State lead. We head now to the top of the 5th on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
Unrivaled content, unprecedented access. LSU Gold, powered by Bayou Traditions, is the only place for exclusive behind-the-scenes content featuring your favorite LSU teams. It's all access to the Tigers, all year long, from pregame warm-ups to postgame celebrations and every moment in between. You can watch LSU Gold anywhere, anytime, and on your favorite device. Go to lsu.gold today to sign up for your free 7-day trial, so you can be there for each step of LSU's championship journeys. That's lsu.gold.
Hey Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit lsumkc.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the NCAA Regional on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
3-2, Oregon State leads. They come to the plate here in the top of the 5th inning. Thatcher Hurd restart, if you will, after Ty Floyd started game 2 of the regional. Hurd will stand in. He'll face Guerra, the cleanup hitter for the Beavers. And the first pitch off speed, misses outside, 1-0.
You've heard Doug and I talk about this a lot. After you put up some runs in one inning, a 2 spot there, you got to come back out and hang a 0 if you're Thatcher Hurd and keep that momentum, keep that energy in the dugout.
The 1-0. There's a strike at the letters, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Guerra, 2 strikeouts to Ty Floyd, 1 in the first, 1 in the third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch to the right-hander, down the middle for a strike, and it's 1-2. Fastball at 95 from Hurd.
Just like Ty Floyd, I thought Floyd's velocity was good. So is Thatcher Hurd's, 95, 96 miles an hour.
1-2 pitch, swung on, popped up behind the plate. Travinsky will give it a look, but it will catch the overhang. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fans, Capital One offering checking and savings accounts with no fees or minimums. Capital One, what's in your wallet? One and 2 the count. Hurd still in the driver's seat here with Mason Guerra. Pitch to the right-hander, missed outside, gets away from Travinsky. It's now 2-2. In defensively for the Tigers, just like the start of the game earlier this afternoon. Tommy White at third, Jordan Thompson at short, Gavin Dugas at second base, Trey Morgan at first. Pearson, Cruz, and Joe Bear left to right in the outfield. Travinsky behind the plate. Here's the 2-2. Slam, ground ball, gets by Tommy White, diving at third into left field. Guerra around first, and he'll put on the brakes as Pearson rifles it back to second base. But a leadoff single as a runner aboard for Oregon State.
That was going to be a tough play for Tommy White down at third base. A play that I've seen him make, and you know he's made before, but the ball was hit hard, and Pearson, though, does a good job of getting over, getting to it, and keeping Guerra at first base.
So now we'll see Gavin Turley, a phenomenal freshman who had a double in the second inning, a board on a walk in the third. He's 1 for 1 today. He's batting .304 on the season. .342 with runners aboard. Pitch on its way, missed outside from Hurd, 1-0. Turley hails from Chandler, Arizona, making his way to Corvallis. Here's the 1-0. Strike at the knees, 1-1. Fastball at 95 from Thatcher Hurd. Short lead off of first for Guerra. Here's the 1-1. Called strike 2. Oh my goodness, what a breaking pitch. Had Turley bailing out of the right side of the batter's box, and then that one broke right across the inner half.
Yeah, that was a different off-speed pitch. You don't see that one as much from Hurd. That was a big breaker, as you mentioned, Chris. Caught a lot of the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch outside evens it up 2-2. Good crowd now here in the grandstand, a little thinner down the lines and a little thinner out in the diamond deck and left field landing, but a few more people have come back. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Turley took some time after that trying to figure out how he missed it. 1 down, Hurd with a strikeout. That'll be his third so far on the day.
Yeah, that was a nasty breaking ball. Bottom just fell right out of it.
And Thatcher Hurd, very familiar with this Beaver team after transferring in from UCLA. Likewise, the Beavers know Thatcher Hurd. Here's Kane, stands in. First pitch fastball, misses high, 1-0. Mikey Kane, third baseman, 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly out to Pearson in left field last time in the third inning. Runner at first, one down. 3-2 Oregon State leads. Hurd's 1-0 pitch. That's a strike. Fastball makes it 1-1. Thatcher working from the stretch with a runner and Guerra at first. Here's the 1-1. Just missed the outside corner with that speed ball at 95, and it's 2-1.
Well, you're pot committed now, Doug, with Thatcher Hurd. I know he gave up the 2 runs in the top of the 4th, but what do you like? Do you like anything from him right now?
I like that breaking ball.
2-1. Swing and a miss. That fastball gets by him. 94 on the gun. It's 2-2.
Yeah, I can't recall him throwing that big overhand, the loopy one like he's throwing right now. It's been more of a sharp, quick slider type of all-speed pitch. He's got real good control of it right now.
Runner at first, one out. Here's the 2-2. Fouled back into the screen. Keeps the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Buzzy said it, goes worth repeating. Tigers put 2 runs up in the bottom of the 4th inning. Thatcher Hurd trying to keep it a shutdown inning here, keep the momentum for the Tigers as they can come to the plate in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Another beauty from Thatcher Hurd. Down on strikes, looking as Kane, 2 gone.
I mean, dare I say the best we've seen his breaking ball this year?
Yeah, I agree with that. And it's just, he's got, you said it, of just so much control and putting it where he wants. That thing is just falling off the table.
The old snapdragon.
The old Doug Thompson curveball, man. That was the big bender.
Now we'll see Brady Casper, who had that solo home run off of Hurd in the 4th inning. Faces Thatcher again, and there's a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Runner at first. Guerra singled down the left field line. The 0-1. Fastball for a strike. So right now, Thatcher Hurd dealing. He's got the Beavers guessing. It's 0-2. And here comes the box. Runner at first, 2 down. Hurd's 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Swung over the top of it, did Casper. And Thatcher Hurd records strikeout number 5. No runs, 1 hit. That man left stranded. 3-2 Oregon State lead. Tigers coming to the plate. Travinsky, Beloso, and Dugas. When we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com.
Louisiana Lottery's Top 5 Hits. First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you...
Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
Coming back.
Action continues on the road to Omaha from the LSU Sports Radio Network. Back with more on the road to Omaha from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hayden Travinski will lead it off. He led things off when we resumed this game. He flied out on a deep ball to center field that stayed in the park. The wind not active at the moment. As he stands in, the first pitch swings and fouls it back into the screen. And it's 0-1. Ben Ferrer continues on the mound, the right-hander for the Beavers. Again, nobody throwing in the bullpen, so we may get an extended outing here. 3-2, Oregon State leads. The 0-1 to Travinski. Swing a little out in front, and this is a foul ball down the third base line. And it's 0-2.
Yeah, you may see Ferrer go a little ways. It was him and Lattery that was the toss-up of who was going to start the game today. Lattery got the start. And now we've got Ferrer in, bottom of the fifth. You may see him. He may try to extend him as long as he can go.
0-2 the count to Travinski. Pitch to the plate. This one high and deep to left field, and giving it a look is Turley, and he will just watch it go. Hayden Travinski ties it up. One swing of the bat. We're tied 3-3. That's the 9th home run of the year for Hayden Travinski. Hey now.
I think that ball ended up on the U-High field down there after a couple big hops. Another no-brainer.
Well, I was going to start
Hayden Travinski.
I was going to start doing the Carl Yastrzemski down up here in the press box. Stay fair, stay fair. That was the only question of whether it was going to be a home run or not, and it stayed fair by plenty and was hit a long way.
A long way. Got to go find out the track man on that. They're not putting it up on the screen. But I'm guessing that's got to be at least 415, 420.
Cade Beloso stands in. First pitch. He drives down the line in right field. Stay fair, stay fair. And it is back-to-back jacks. LSU leads 4-3. Cade Beloso home run number 12.
Whoa. I feel sorry for all those people that left, man. That would be that's a big moment. Look at Cade Beloso coming in like a bowling ball into home, into the team. Best times of their lives down there. Tigers take the lead.
So now Gavin Dugas, but before that, there's going to be a meeting on the mound. Again, nobody ready, nobody warming, so this will just be a mound visit. Probably a good time for one, if nothing else, just to break up the rhythm.
Seriously. But Cade hit home plate and started rushing toward the team like a fullback that needed 3 yards for a first down. Nobody wanted to get in front of him. I don't think I blame him.
Well, a linebacker at John Curtis back in the high school days, I'm sure his teammates know that. They didn't want to get tackled by him. Man, what an electricity in the box right now.
3 dingers for the Tigers, a 2-run bolt in the bottom of the 4th off the bat of Dylan Cruz, his 19th. Travinski leads it off with one here to start it off in the bottom of the 5th, and Beloso goes back-to-back. And just like that, the Tigers take the lead. Wow.
Travinski drove it right down the left field line. Cade Beloso, the left-hander, drives it right down the right field line. They both get out of here. Gavin Dugas stands in. Again, nobody out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Momentum clearly on the side of the Tigers. Ferrer, after the meeting, fires the first delivery. It's a strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-1 to Dugas, who on the day reached by a fielder's choice in the first, was a strikeout victim in the third.
I think Dugas can't put one out of here now.
He loves that left field line. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Couldn't come up with that one. Off speed from Ferrer, and it's 0-2. Ferrer comes set. Dugas awaits the pitch. Ground ball towards the shortstop. Going to be fielded by Dernetti. The throw a little high, but it's held on to by Forrester for out number 1. So a 6-3 ground out records the first out of the inning. And that will bring Braden Jobert to the plate. He might want to get in on this home run action.
And he of course, he can do that real quick. He's just missed one earlier in this game. A nice play there by Dernetti. Had to take a little drop step, wait for the hop he wanted. Still made the bullseye throw.
So Jobert stands in. The first pitch. Swing and a foul back out of play. It's 0-1.
Boys, I got to make a correction. I gave the Carl Yastrzemski call on the ball down the left field line. That was Carlton Fisk back for the Red Sox back in the day.
I was kind of wondering,
No, you didn't, because you'd have said something.
No,
you just let it go. Don't come
have.
here with that.
I was trying to think of what you were talking about.
It's unbelievable. Now you know that it was Carlton Fisk when I bring it up.
Well,
pitch misses high. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jobert.
Buzzy, a lot of people listen. I didn't want to embarrass you.
Well, I got it right. I got some people texting me, okay?
Jobert,
just a couple buddies letting you know.
0 for 2. Here's the 1-1. Stays away and it misses off the plate outside. 2-1.
I mean, that was like 45 years before I was born. I apologize. So.
Infield playing straight up. Outfield playing straight up with a left-handed hitting Braden Jobert. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tigers leading now 4-3. Trailing 1-0 when play was halted. Got down 3-0. For 4, the long ball got put into play. Dylan Cruz, Hayden Travinski, and Cade Beloso. Jobert taking a little extra time here. Home plate umpire giving it to him. Now they're ready to go. With 1 out, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with the same pitch. Down on strikes goes Jobert. 2 gone. And now we'll see Jordan Thompson. Thompson saw 3 pitches back in the 4th inning from the sidewinder. Hutchison struck out last time. He was hit by a pitch earlier today in the 2nd inning. See how Ferrer attacks Thompson, meeting him for the first time on the mound. First pitch swung on, fouled back into the screen. 0-1.
Got an interesting score for you out of the Nashville Regional. Xavier leading Vanderbilt right now by a score of 2-1. And Vanderbilt's up in the top of the 9th inning, last chance. About that for an upset.
Yeah, well, there's been a few upsets. That would be a big one.
Thompson swings, pops it up near first base. Forrester coming in, foul territory, and he will have it for out number 3. The Tigers, though, put up 2 runs. Travinski goes yard. Beloso goes yard. 2 hits. They leave nobody on, and they take a lead 4-3 after 5 here at the box. We'll return after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Are you a homeowner looking to keep your home cool while saving money? Perhaps you're an HVAC contractor who wants to offer customers more efficient, more consistent home comfort. Luxair is the name to know for unmistakably efficient and reliable home cooling, and great business building programs for contractors too. Contact your Luxair dealer to find out more. Or if you're a contractor, visit SolarSupplyLuxair.com to learn about working with Luxair.
Will Scott Mobile Mini is the global leader in modular offices and storage containers. Keep your products safe and secure with our wide array of vault-like storage containers. Need shelves and lighting for your container? We can help. We have the right container for your industrial, commercial, or residential storage needs. All of our offices are delivered ready to work with customizable furniture options to fit any need. Give us a call at 800-841-7016 or visit our website
at
www.mobilemini.com.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the NCAA Regional on the LSU LSU Sports Radio Network.
The LSU offense gave Thatcher Hurd 2 runs off a Dylan Cruz home run to left center field to make it a 3-2 game. Come back in the bottom of the 5th, give him 2 more runs to give him a 4-3 lead as he begins the top of the 6th inning and throws this one to the backstop. Tanner Smith at the plate. That one just got loose from Hurd. It's 1-0. So he'll try to put that one in the rear view. Working from the stretch, and here's the 1-0. That one catches the outside corner for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Smith had a double back in the 4th inning, came around to score. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball in on the hands. Smith couldn't get around and turn on it. It's 1-2.
Much like LSU's lineup, Oregon State, you want to try to get those guys at the bottom. You don't want it to turn over with those big boppers sitting at the top.
1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Just missed inside. Thought he might ring him up, but did not.
Hayden Travinsky for sure thought it was a strike. He was already stepping out to the side to gun it down, throw it around the horn to Tommy White.
2 balls, 2 strikes now to Smith. Hurd again. Fires the breaking ball this time. Called strike 3, no question about it. Smith that on strikes. Hurd with his 6th strikeout of the evening.
Well, that was a makeup call if I've ever seen one. That was a little up, actually, but I think he gave that one to him after clearly missing the one before that.
The shortstop, Dernetti, stands in. He's 0 for 1. Righty on righty matchup. The first pitch a little high, ball 1.
About Thatcher Hurd, four straight punch outs now. Actually, he has struck out 6 of the last 7 batters he's faced.
Here's the 1-0 delivery. And just missed off the plate again with a fastball. It's 2-0.
And Hurd approaching 50 pitches. He's at 46 this evening.
2 balls, no strikes to Dernetti, the shortstop. There's a strike on the inside corner. Fastball at 94, and it's now 2-1. One out here in the top of the 6th. LSU leading for the first time in this game, 4-3. 2-1 pitch, way outside and high. 3-1 now the count to Dernetti in the 9 spot. Zana stands on deck. Forrester waiting in the wings. Goes without saying, Dernetti will find a way to get him back in the dugout here if you're Thatcher Hurd. 3-1 and the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll fill it up. Fastball right by him. 3-2. Hurd's 3-2 pitch. Missed high, ball 4. We'll put Dernetti aboard and bring the Beavers back to the top of the order. Travis Bazzana, the sophomore, 2 for 3 on the day, including a solo home run in the 3rd, had an RBI single in the 4th.
At the plate for the Beavers, second baseman Travis Bazzana.
Double play be good?
Well, going to be tough. You got to be quick.
Yeah, you better hit it hard, and they better turn it fast.
Runner at first with 1 out. Pitch down the middle, fastball for a strike, 0-1.
At this point with this hitter, Chris, I would just take any kind of out you can get. I don't care if it's a missile at somebody, just get him out.
Righty on lefty matchup here. Here's the 0-1 pitch, showing bunt. Bunts it down the 3rd base line. Tommy White picks it up, throws to first, and they will get Bazzana at first for the 2nd out of the inning. Moving on into 2nd, Dernetti.
Boy, that ball was bunted pretty hard. White was crashing, and he was getting down that line, partner. There was no time to pat the glove or pump fake. He had to get it and get rid of it as quickly as possible. That's a big second out for Thatcher Hurd.
So now that brings Garrett Forrester to the plate. He also 2 for 3 in the 2 spot, a single and a double. Strikeout victim to Hurd in the 4th inning last time at the plate. Thatcher fires the breaking ball, sets him up 0-1. Nettie extends his lead off of second. Hurd looks back to second. Now the 0-1 to the plate. Strike on the outside corner. Surprise Forrester. I got to tell you, it kind of surprised me. He called that a strike, but we'll take it. 0-2. With 2 down, runner at second. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Foul towards the dugout of the Beavers. Keeps it 0-2 now for Forrester's. That one came off the top of the railing. A couple of players had to get out of the way.
I mean, my guy is throwing a hammer right now, brother.
I'm telling you, it's I don't know who mentioned it, Chris or you, Doug, but it's as good as we've seen all year.
Again, another 0-2 pitch upcoming. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7 on the night. Forrester down on strikes, and he's having a word with the home plate umpire. Not sure why. He swung and missed. Nonetheless, Thatcher Hurd continuing to impress on the mound. Beavers come away with no runs there in the top half of the 6th inning. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Tigers have Pearson, top of the order Cruz, and White due up. LSU leading 4-3 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got your school covered. On SEC Radio, there's complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along online or on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now, as a college student, you can stream your first 3 months of SiriusXM for $1. Fees and taxes apply. See offer details and subscribe now at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
This is the story of a very special woman. Just a few knew about her superpowers. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Here we go. The road to Omaha starts here in Baton Rouge. NCAA regional action continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Josh Pearson leads it off for the Tigers. They lead 4-3. Bottom of the 6th inning here in the winner's bracket game of the Baton Rouge Regional. The first pitch from Ferrer, a called strike, and it's 0-1 to Pearson, who got a board on a walk in the second, had a triple off the glove and the wall in right field from Brady Casper. Last time in the 4th inning, came around to scores. This pitch misses outside. Of course, scored on a Dylan Cruz home run to left center field. Dylan stands on deck. 1 ball, 1 strike to Pearson. Tigers got 2 runs off the bat of Cruz, and then back-to-back jacks from Travinsky and Beloso. They're in the bottom of the 5th to take a 4-3 lead. The 1-1 at the knees, called strike. 88 miles an hour on the gun. It's 1-2 now to Pearson. Ferrer comes set. Here's the 1-2. This one again launched to right center field. Casper again going back, and this one clears the fence. 4th home run of the night for this Fighting Tiger baseball team. Josh Pearson with his 2nd home run of the year, and that will make it 5-3 LSU.
How about them Tigers?
Well, you saw McDowell and Casper. McDowell, the center fielder, Casper, right fielder. They didn't take many steps. They knew quicker than we knew that ball was out of the ballpark, and it didn't look like it all that much up here. It actually looked like the same hit as last inning with the triple.
Well, I'll tell you what we did know for sure. Nobody was going to catch that ball whether it went over the fence or not.
This pitch from Ferrer to Cruz down in the dirt gets away from the catcher Tanner Smith. And it's 1-0 to Dylan Cruz, who again struck out in the first, aboard on a walk in the second, then a 2-run jack in the fourth inning.
We won't go back-to-back again.
No.
Never.
The 1-0 delivery. Strike on the inside corner. Ferrer able to paint the inner half of the fastball. That'll even the count 1-1. Ferrer looks in. The right-hander fires. The 1-1 hit in the air to center field. McDowell going back, plenty of room, just shy of the track. He's got it as Cruz sends that to the deepest part of the park. Long fly ball out for out number 1.
Buzzy, when you miss a ball like that, right? Well, I teach young hitters all the time, and I think the popular misconception when you say you missed it, that you missed it by a lot. We're talking about an eyelash that he missed hitting that ball right off the batter's eye, if not over it.
He's right on it. We've seen him hit a number of home runs to center field this year. Of his 16 homers, he's hit a handful of them to dead away center. So, yeah, you're right. It's not missed by much when they say they miss it.
Tommy White 1 for 3 on the day. He swings for the fences but can't find it. It's 0-1. Has to dance from the right side of the batter's box to the left side. And it's 0-1.
It's safe to say he was committed on that swing.
Ferrer ready to work. Here's the 0-1. This one a chopper towards the shortstop. Donetti pumps and fires in time to get White at first for the second out of the inning. So with 2 down, that'll bring Trey Morgan to the plate. Trey in the 3 spot, 0 for 2 on the day. Did reach by way of walk earlier this afternoon in his first at bat in the first inning.
You guys still want some more runs?
I'll take a few. I mean,
a couple more.
I talked about Friday about having to manufacture runs, not just hitting the ball out of the ballpark. I think tonight they said, we're going to go with the long ball, see how well that does for us.
First delivery, a fastball from Ferrer, missed outside to Morgan. It's 1-0.
The only problem is, if there were a problem with 4 home runs in a game, 3 are solo home runs.
Well, you can get away with it if you're Oregon State. You know, that's the ones you want to give up is the solo.
Pitch misses low to Morgan. That'll make it 2 balls, no strikes.
Nice hitters count here. The wind is favorable for Trey Morgan.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Popped up near second base. Calling for it, the shortstop, Donetti. Had to navigate the wind, but eventually pulls it down in shallow center field for out number 3. But the Tigers add to their lead. Josh Pearson goes yard. 1 run on 1 hit. They leave nobody on. It's a 5-3 LSU lead. We now head to the 7th inning on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a train. Subject to credit approval. Ask for details.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sounds are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
Louisiana Lottery's Top 5 Hits. First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the Hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
Back to LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball in the Baton Rouge Regional on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the 7th inning, Oregon State coming to the plate. They trail LSU 5-3. It'll be McDowell to lead it off, a left-handed hitter, and the first pitch from Hurd, opposite field, base hit, drops into left. So the Beavers with the leadoff man aboard once again here on one pitch from Thatcher Hurd. Now we'll see Mason Guerra, the DH cleanup hitter, who's 1 for 3 on the day.
Nice piece of hitting there by McDowell. That's the second time today he's gone that way. The opposite way for a base hit. 2 for 4 now with 2 strikeouts.
Tommy White playing in just a little ahead of the bag at third base. The right-handed hitter to the plate, and the first pitch, breaking ball for a strike from Hurd. It's 0-1. Guerra again 1 for 3, struck out twice to Ty Floyd earlier in the afternoon in the first and third inning, and had a base hit in the 5th inning last time. Runner at first. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, lifted in the air, shallow right field, but coming in, Jobert able to settle under it. He'll make the grab for out number 1. Gavin Turley now will come to the plate. The freshman 1 for 2 on the day, including a double in his first at bat in the 2nd inning. Reached base by way of walk in the 3rd and was a strikeout victim to Hurd in the 5th inning.
How about Thatcher Hurd's strike percentage right now? 59 pitches, 43 strikes.
Still with a runner at first base. Here's the pitch to the right-hander Turley. Stays away and misses outside.
Yeah, McDowell's down at first. He is 15-17 on the year in stolen bases. Just got to keep somewhat of an eye on him down there.
1 ball, no strikes. Runner thought about going, and now this one going to be hit in the air deep to center field. Cruz going back, and this one out of here. Straightaway center field. Monster blast from Turley, and he will tie the game at 5-all. 12th home run of the year for the freshman, and he got all of that one.
Oh, yeah, that ball was hit a long way. That was over the batter's eye.
Yeah, we're talking 450.
There's been a lot of look. Oregon State's a good team. We've mentioned it a bunch of times. They're the 2 seed. They've got a lot of good players. Turley might be one of the more impressive ones on this team as a freshman. He had a home run in that first game against Sam Houston State on Friday. He's had a couple hits here tonight.
Yeah, we were talking at the beginning of the game. He's got 11 bombs and 137 at bats. That's about 80 less than the rest of the club.
Here's a swing and a bouncer up the middle. Kane will reach base as Thompson throws that one in the dirt to first base.
Yeah, that was a slow hopper up the middle. All Thompson could do was catch it and get rid of it immediately. No chance he had a good grip on that ball. Tigers still almost had a chance. Morgan, valiant effort at first, split it about as far as he could, tried for the pick, but just did not stick in the glove.
Ruled an infield single. That's the 12th hit of the game for Oregon State. As now Travinsky goes out, visits with Thatcher Hurd. 1 out, runner on. We got a tie game now, 5-5.
Yeah, you got to feel good about the fact that it's a tie game, having allowed 12 hits through only, 6 1/3?
So now we'll see Casper, who had a solo home run in the 4th inning after play resumed. He was a strikeout victim to Hurd in the 5th inning. But again, try to keep it a tie ball game here. Go after the bottom of the order. First pitch gets through the wickets of Travinsky. Goes all the way to the backstop, and that allows the runner Kane to advance to second.
You got to be careful with Casper, too. He's already homered once in this game, but that's a huge pass ball there. As Now the double play is no longer in order.
So Kane down to second base. Casper a left-hander. The 1-0 pitch. Yep. Strike on the outer half of the fastball, 1-1.
Very unusual stat line for this Tiger pitching staff so far, Hurd and Floyd.
1-1 pitch. Down the middle for a strike. Breaking ball there, and it's 1-2.
How about 12 hits and 12 strikeouts through 6 innings? That's not something you see every day. Usually 12 strikeouts would indicate the pitchers are dominating.
1 out. Here's the 1-2. Just missed low below the knees. Evens the count 2-2.
Well, you knew there was going to be nothing easy about this game. I mean, you know, you're talking about two tradition-rich programs, and we've had a good one up to this point.
2-2. The breaking ball misses outside. That'll fill the count now to Casper, 3-2. McDowell singled to left field. Guerra flied out. Turley would homer to tie the game. This one fouled back into the screen. Keeps the count 3-2. Kane would single up the middle on an infield single. And then a pass ball moved him to second base. So with 1 out and a 3-2 count, Thatcher Hurd and Brady Casper continue to do battle. 3-2 delivery. Missed inside, not by much.
Whoa.
But the fastball off the plate will send Casper to first. Now runners first and second. Now we see personnel head down to the bullpen for LSU.
Yep, you got Ackenhausen and Riley Cooper. Two lefties heading down quickly, but now the double play is back in order, and there's a force at every base.
So the number 8 hitter, Smith, will be at the plate, but now Jay Johnson going to go out and visit on the mound here. Probably go over some strategy, probably also allow a little more time for the guys to get stretched and ready to at least toss down in the bullpen. 5-5 our score. Oregon State 5 runs on 12 hits. LSU 5 runs on 6 hits. And again, 5 of those 6 hits, home runs.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned it, Doug. I mean, the home runs too. Hurd's he's been good, but you know, you leave a couple pitches over the plate to a good hitting team, they leave the yard, and the stat line maybe doesn't look as great from a run standpoint, but he's kept his team in it. And you know, a lot of times that's what you ask of starters and relievers, is just go in there and keep your team in the game. Hurd's done that.
So Tanner Smith comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3, had a double in the 4th inning. Hurd got him with a breaking ball in the 6th inning. First delivery. Breaking ball came in high, 1-0. Ackenhausen the first up and throwing down in the bullpen for LSU. Thatcher Hurd looks in. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball sent back to the screen. It's 1-1.
Hurd over 70 pitches on the evening, 71 to be exact.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Travinski lost it, but finds it quickly. We'll keep the runners at first and second. Now 1-2 the count to Tanner Smith. Again, earlier today we started at 2:06. It was 91 degrees here in Baton Rouge. We had a 3-hour weather delay, and currently as we head towards the 8 o'clock hour, it's 77 degrees here in the capital city. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Smith. Hurd pitch. Called strike 3 with a breaking ball. Second time Smith's down on strikes looking. Strikeout number 8 for Thatcher Hurd. And a big out there, second out of the inning. And that will bring Donetti, the shortstop, who's 0 for 1. Similar situation, though. He earned a walk in the 6th inning. They were able to flip over to the top of the order. Hurd trying to avoid that here with 2 down, runners first and second, a tie game 5-5. First pitch, fastball misses outside, 1-0.
I think, Doug, this may be Hurd's last hitter with left-hander Bazzano on deck and Hackenhausen getting loose, possibly.
74 pitches now. Oof, probably.
Hurd with the 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss. Fastball through the bat makes it 1-1. Tigers will have 4, 5, and 6 due up. Travinski, Beloso, and Dugas. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball. Rolled ball 1. Wow. Ball 2 rather. I thought that looked pretty good, but maybe a little high. 2-1 now the count to Dernetti. 2-1 pitch. Foul back into the screen. That'll even the count 2-2. So again, the deuce is wild here in the top of the 7th inning. Tie game 5-5. 2 men on, first and second. 2 outs and a 2-2 count to Dernetti at the plate. Hurd fires. Breaking ball low for ball 3.
Buzz, you got to go down there and hit them up.
Get the towel
Go
going.
get on the top of the dugout, wave the towel. We need them on their feet.
I would like to have you hold me out the press box here, see if we can't get this crowd going. There you go.
Here, I got a towel. Here you go. Ready?
2 outs. Payoff pitch upcoming from Thatcher Hurd. The 3-2. Called
Yes,
strike
sir.
3, letter high fastball. Dernetti didn't like it, but Thatcher Hurd records strikeout number 9. And the Beavers are done. They do get 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave 2 men on. We're tied 5-5. Time to stretch it out here at the box. Bottom of the 7th coming up. LSU has Travinski, Beloso, and Dugas due up when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
Ah, this is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Coming back. Action continues on the road to Omaha from the LSU Sports Radio Network. Back with more on the road to Omaha from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Aiden Travinski once again will lead off an inning for LSU. Did so in the 5th, had a solo home run to left. Ferrer continues on the mound, and the first delivery is swing and a miss on a pitch down in the zone, and it's 0-1. We have some action now, again, as we mentioned, in the LSU bullpen. And once again now for Oregon State.
Gavin Guidry now down there? Yep.
Here's the 0-1 to Travinski. Swing and a miss. Fastball a little up in the zone. It's 0-2 now to Hayden, who on the day is 1 for 3. Ferrer comes set. He works from the stretch. Setting up outside to Travinski. The throw is there. Travinski lets it go, and it's 1-2.
And that's Aiden Jimenez down in the Beaver bullpen. Number 60, the right-hander.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Hayden Travinsky. The pitch. Stayed away, and it drops in low and inside. 2-2. Tigers again, 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They've left 7 men on. Oregon State 5 runs on 12 hits. Perfect in the field. They have 10 men left on base. 2-2 the count to Travinsky, leading it off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And Ferrer with a big strikeout, his 3rd of the night. 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. It'll be Cade Beloso coming to the plate. In the wind picking up, blowing out towards Tiger Stadium in the distance. Beloso, solo home run in the 5th inning down the line in right. Off of Ferrer. Righty on lefty matchup, and the first pitch. High for ball 1.
Boy, line driving that left center field gap would play right now.
A lot of green grass between Turley and McDowell. Got the infield shifted, 3 infielders to the right of second base. Pitch clock down to 2, down to 1. He'll fire the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball up in the zone. It's 1-1. Again, Ferrer for the most part been around 89, 88, sometimes 90.
Yeah, not overpowering, but he's thrown a lot of strikes.
Here's the 1-1. In the dirt, gets away from Tanner Smith. That'll move the count to Beloso, 2-1. Fans, H&E Equipment Services, proud to be the official construction equipment partner of LSU Athletics. Call 877-700-RENT or visit herentals.com today. 5-5 our score, bottom of the 7th inning. Nobody on, 1 out, Beloso at the plate. The 2-1 to Cade. High and inside, good take. I'll move the count now, 3-1.
Well, hitters count for 2-4 here. Seeing it good tonight, 1 for 1.
3-1 delivery.
Nice
Called
pitch.
Strike at the knees. Beloso thought it might be a bit low, but that will fill the count, 3-2.
That's about as good a pitch as you can throw.
So Ferrer looks at the watch, now comes set. Payoff pitch to the plate. And on the hands, fouled back into the screen. Count remains 3-2. As Doug mentioned, Beloso 1 for 1. Reached base on a walk in the 1st, hit by a pitch in the 3rd, and had that solo home run in the 5th. Payoff pitch. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Beloso thought it was ball 4. Not according to Derek Malika, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Ferrer now with his 4th strikeout.
Well, if the 3-1 pitch was as good a pitch as you can make, that 3-2 pitch was the 2nd best pitch you can make.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, very, very, very good location.
Got to tip your hat there.
That's
Made
it.
2 good pitches.
So now we'll see Gavin Dugas. Gavin 0 for 3 today, due for something. They have the shift now to the left side of the infield with the right-hander up. And a swing and a miss. Chases that one down in the dirt. It's 0-1. And approaching twilight here in Baton Rouge, a game that started at 2:06 but had a 3-hour weather delay. Resume play in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We're now in the bottom of the 7th, tied 5-5. Here's the 0-1. Sent back foul into the backstop. 0-2. Dugas chokes up a little bit. Widens the stance from the right side of the plate. With 2 down, nobody on. The 0-2 pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch to Dugas. Swing and a miss. Went after one in on the hands, and Ferrer with a couple of big punch-outs. Strikes out 5 so far in his relief effort, and the Tigers go quietly there in the bottom of the 7th. Still tied 5-5. Top of the order due up for Oregon State. Top of the 8th coming your way on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, our top priority is customer comfort. For over 20 years, Southern Air has been dedicated to providing honest pricing with no surprises and passing along their savings to you. Call them today to receive $50 off any AC or plumbing repair, or take advantage of their special financing with no money down and low monthly payments. Call them today at 225-777-8888. That's Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com.
We're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Back you for this one.
Can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
The road to Omaha starts here in Baton Rouge. NCAA regional action continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the order. We'll get things started in the top of the 8th inning for Oregon State. Bazzana, left-hander, will lead it off. Thatcher Hurd delivers, and the breaking ball missed low, we'll say. Ball 1. By the way, defensive change for the Tigers. Ben DePolt takes over at second base for Gavin Dugas. Bazzana 2 for 3 on the day. Strike on the inside corner, off speed. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A smart hitter. If you're Bazzana, you take the first pitch. Probably was a strike. You're definitely going to take that pitch, and was a good curveball that was called a strike, so 1-1 now.
1-1 delivery. Breaking ball this time at the knees for a strike. 1 and 2.
Looked like the same pitch.
Yep. Bazzana behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Hurd's 1-2 delivery. Again, just missed low to even the count. 2 and 2. Delivery. Called strike 3 with a breaking ball, belt high. Ooh, a little mouthing here from Bazzana, talking to the home plate umpire, Derek Malika. But Thatcher Hurd now double-digit strikeouts, his 10th of the game, 1 gone here in the top of the 8th.
Yeah, that is the 15th strikeout of the game for Thatcher Hurd and Ty Floyd combined.
So now we'll see Garrett Forrester, a right-handed hitter, 2 for 4 in the 2 spot. Hurd's first delivery missing low. 1 ball, no strikes. And there was nobody throwing while the Tigers were at the plate. Ackenhausen standing on the bump down to the bullpen, but not throwing as of yet. There's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-1 now to Forrester. So we've seen Ackenhausen, then we saw Gavin Guidry, a little soft toss. Now, again, Ackenhausen up on the bump, but not throwing at the moment. 1 out, here's the 1-1. Way outside with that fastball, and it's 2-1. Five our score. Top of the 8th inning. 2-1. Short of the plate. Now 3-1 the count to Forrester. Sun finding its home in the western sky here on this Sunday evening. Under the lights, this winner's bracket contest. Here's the 3-1. Missed inside, ball 4. Will be the third walk given up by Thatcher Hurd, and with 1 out puts Forrester aboard. We'll bring up McDowell. McDowell with a couple of base hits today, a knock in the 3rd. Another base hit in the 7th inning, came around to score.
And that pitch count continues to rise for Thatcher Hurd. He's up to 89 now. 58 strikes.
Runner at first, 1 down. Swing and a miss. Right through that pitch off the bat of McDowell. It's 0-1. Again, it appears Gavin Guidry up, soft tossing down in the bullpen once again. Here's the 0-1. This time the breaker didn't break. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, missing outside.
Tommy White playing well in at third base, respecting the bunt. McDowell laid a bunt down earlier in the game for a base hit. And, man, when you can do that, and he's the 3-hole hitter, that opens up the infield, makes it the holes a lot bigger when you can bring those corners in.
The 1-1 misses low from Thatcher Hurd. Now make it 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike to Micah McDowell, the center fielder for the Beavers. Runner at first, 1 down. Hurd comes set, peeks over his shoulder to first, and the 2-1 pitch. Almost caught him, missed inside, 3-1.
Yeah, Guidry getting hot
Yeah,
down.
I think it's going to be Guidry next.
I think so too.
Three balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Hurd. Fouled back into the screen. That will fill it up now for McDowell.
Unless he finds a strikeout here, Buzz.
Hurd will come set. 1 out, runner at first. The payoff pitch.
Yes,
Breaking ball called strike 3. Thatcher Hurd. Another batter caught looking, this time McDowell down on strikes for the 3rd time today. Big second out here in the top of the 8th.
Well, I love this, the pitch selection. He went to the curveball that he's had so much control over and has been so dominant all evening. And I think you're right, Doug. I think it's, hey, let's go to the best pitch. If we can throw it for a strike, we get McDowell out. If not, and he takes it, we've got Guidry in the pen we probably go to. But now we're going to leave Hurd in, try to get out of this inning.
Guerra stands in, takes a big hack, but comes up empty. 0-1 the count. Guerra 1 for 4, had a base hit in the 5th inning. Also has struck out twice, once in the 1st, once in the 3rd. Runner at first, tie game, 5-5. 2 outs, top of the 8th. The 0-1, swing and a miss. That'll make it 0-2. And now the box comes alive. Tiger fans on their feet here. Thatcher Hurd trying to battle out of this one, keep it a tie game. The 0-2, breaking ball, fouled back behind the plate. Will catch the overhang out of play, and still 0-2.
Hung that one up there a little bit. Got to be careful here with that breaking ball when they're on their feet. Make sure that you finish the pitch and get it down.
Yeah, not the end of the world if it's ball 1, right, Doug?
That's right.
I know everybody's up on their feet. You want the big strikeout. Still make an 0-2 quality pitch.
Runner at first, 2 down, 0-2. The pitch to Guerra. Swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball. Guerra down on strikes for the 3rd time. Thatcher Hurd, punch out number 12. We played 7.5 here at the box, and we are tied 5-5. LSU will have Jobert, Thompson, and Pearson 7, 8, and 9 when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo. Do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got your school covered. On SEC Radio, there's complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along online or on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now, as a college student, you can stream your first 3 months of SiriusXM for $1. Fees and taxes apply. See offer details and subscribe now at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
All right, we're coming back in
Action
here.
continues on the road to Omaha from the LSU Sports
I'm going to make a run down the hall real
Radio
quick.
Network.
Right.
Back with more on the road to Omaha from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Bottom of the 8th inning here at the box. Winners bracket game in the Baton Rouge Regional. 5-5 our score. Braden Jobert to lead it off for LSU. And the first pitch from Ferrer misses outside. It's 1-0. Jobert so far today and tonight, after the weather delay, 0 for 3. Strikeout victim on the breaking ball from Ferrer back in the 5th inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside and low, ball 2. Delivery. Hit in the air to center field. Going back is McDowell, and at the wall,
Yes!
it's gone!
Get out of here,
Straight
Bob.
away center field, Braden Jobert, home run number 11, and the Tigers lead 6-5. Towering shot to the deepest part of the park, took everybody's breath away until it cleared the fence.
Safe to say, Braden Jobert is pretty fired up right now. It's a full-out scrum by the first base dugout. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered to start off the bottom half of the 8th inning for the Tigers.
I feel like Jobert was somewhat due for a big hit for this Tiger team. He's had so many up to this point. None bigger maybe than that one.
6th home run of the day for LSU. They've got 7 hits in this game. Jordan Thompson awaits. First pitch, smack, base hit into left field. Jordan Thompson with his first knock of the day. Second time he's reached base, and with nobody out, Tigers leading 6-5 and a runner at first.
Here come the Tigers.
You got Brown down in Oregon State's bullpen. Brown is their closer. Ryan Brown, 10 saves on the year.
Pretty loud for about half occupancy. Got to give some credit to those who have stuck around here.
And now we got time called here. Looks like they were trying to get some equipment. The pitching watch must have malfunctioned, and so they're asking for time to go change that out. I'll hand it to our home plate umpire, and he will walk it out to the mound here as the infield for Oregon State gather around the pitcher, Ben Ferrer. Tigers with 6 runs now on 8 hits. 6 of those 8 hits out of the ballpark here in this game. Now another right-hander up and tossing for Oregon State. You mentioned, Buzzy, that Ferrer, you had a feeling would eat some innings up here because he could have been the starter coming into today's game. He has gone, again, 3 2/3 But LSU really seen the baseball well here again against Ferrer.
Well, if you looked at him and Lattery's numbers, it was very similar. Lattery had a few more starts on the year, and I think that's why they went with Lattery to start the game ultimately. But Ferrer probably going to make a move here, but did a serviceable job for Oregon State.
So they took some time to change the equipment. Now it looks like they're out there. As I believe that's Mitch Canham, the head coach, but he hasn't made an indication yet to the right-hander who just got up after Thompson delivered that base hit to left field. I'm not sure if he's ready, although he's not throwing now. He's looking as if he's ready to come in, and they will make the call. So a pitching change upcoming here for Oregon State. Ben Ferrer's day is done. Pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. We'll tell you about the new Oregon State pitcher. We'll get back to action with the Tigers leading 6-5. Runner at first, nobody out, bottom of the 8th. Here in the Baton Rouge Regional on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, our top priority is customer comfort. For over 20 years, Southern Air has been dedicated to providing honest pricing with no surprises and passing along their savings to you. Call them today to receive $50 off any AC or plumbing repair, or take advantage of their special financing with no money down and low monthly payments. Call them today at 225-777-8888. That's Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Tiger fans, we're in the heat of the season. When you're powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, you're always on the winning team. Right now, take advantage of our home run offers on our tractor packages that include 0% financing. Visit us at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends June 30th, 2023.
Unrivaled content, unprecedented access. LSU Gold, powered by Bayou Traditions, is the only place for exclusive behind-the-scenes content featuring your favorite LSU teams. It's all access to the Tigers all year long, from pregame warm-ups to postgame celebrations and every moment in between. You can watch LSU Gold anywhere, anytime, and on your favorite device. Go to lsu.gold today to sign up for your free 7-day trial, so you can be there for each step
coming
of
back
LSU's
here
championship journeys. That's lsu.gold.
Action continues on the road to Omaha from the LSU Sports Radio Network. Back with more on the road to Omaha from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
6-5 LSU leads Oregon State, bottom of the 8th inning. Braden Jobert went deep to center field. Gave the Tigers a 6-5 lead. Jordan Thompson would follow with a base hit to left. He's at first base, nobody out. And Ryan Brown, a right-hander, takes over for Oregon State, facing Josh Pearson. Pearson had the solo home run in the 6th inning, along with a triple back in the 4th inning. Again, the Tigers, 6 runs on 8 hits. 6 of those 8 hits, home runs here tonight. Brown looks in and fires. Pearson off the end of the bat, down the line and foul. Catches the very end of the screen in left field, and it's 0-1.
Ryan Brown enters with a 3.45 ERA. He's 4-2 this year. This is his 24th appearance. That ties him for the team lead. He's worked 28 2/3, allowed 22 hits. He has 31 punch-outs and 5 walks.
The 0-1 pitch. Misses outside for ball 1, 1-1.
Yeah, he's 91 to 95 with the fastball. He's a strike thrower, as you mentioned, Doug, and going to come right at you with the fastball. Fastball, slider, changeup, but a good arm out of this Oregon State bullpen.
One ball, 1 strike to Pearson. Runner at first, nobody out. Now a throw over to keep an eye on Pearson, or rather on Thompson. He will step back on the bag safely. One ball, 1 strike. Ryan Brown fires the 1-1. Pearson pops it up left center field. McDowell coming over. The center fielder calls for it and makes the play for out number 1. That will send Thompson back to first. And we'll get to the top of the order and Dylan Cruz. Cruz 1 for 3. but the one was huge. It was to get the Tigers on the board with a 2-run blast to left center field in the 4th inning. The first of 6 home runs tonight for this Tiger team.
Yeah, and by the way, that home run extended his reach base streak to every game this year, which is 60. And how many games last year? 6 or 7, right?
Runner at first. Ryan Brown checks the runner. Now fires to the plate. High and outside, ball 1. The 1-0. Low and outside to Cruz. Make it 2-0.
Good eye there. Ooh, that was close.
Brown comes set. Runner at first, 1 down. The 2-0. Missed inside. That'll make it 3 balls, no strikes to Dylan Cruz.
Yeah, I know the question, Doug. You're looking at me. You got Tommy White on deck. You've got the SEC Player of the Year 3-0, and you got a lead. Hey, why not? If you like to pitch, put your trust in your hitter here. If you like to pitch, go get it. Wouldn't be surprised if he took, but.
The 3-0 hit to center field. On the run, McDowell, and diving.
He dropped it. He dropped it.
Made the catch and then dropped it. Thompson was already at second. He'll be safe there, and Dylan Cruz at first. Oh, McDowell stretched out, fully extended, looked like he had it in the glove, but could not hold on as he came down.
They're saying, I guess they called out, but he had to kind of circled around the back of it. It was hit on a line, just a screamer out there, and he went down to his knees to catch it, and that ball popped right out at the last second. So.
But again, it appears that the umpires ruled he held it long enough. Jay Johnson immediately coming out of the dugout saying, no, I don't know about that.
Well, I'll say this. If whatever call is going to be made here, if he initially called that he held it long enough for an out, whatever call is made, one of these coaches is going to be irate. I mean, it's not going to be pretty.
So again, we are told Dylan Cruz is not left first base, but we're told that the umpires ruled it a catch and an out. It appeared clearly from here that the ball came out, and I'm not sure how long they want to rule you have to hold on to it, but it appeared it came out immediately after he was coming to the ground. It was a great effort. Thought he had it initially, but then the ball you could see easily come out of the glove. Again, we haven't seen a replay here on our monitor yet to kind of time it out, but the umpires now break up their meeting, and they're going to say safe, and that will bring Oregon State's coach out. He's not going to like that.
No, he's not.
Jay Johnson says, hey, one of you got to come over here and talk to me, while 2 others go over and talk to Mitch Canham, the head coach for Oregon State.
I don't know if I'm Coach Johnson. I'm thinking, let me just go back to the dugout if they're going to call that the way it is and not stir the pot anymore.
Again, I have yet to see a replay here on our monitor.
Jay's upset about something. I don't know what he could be upset about. I mean, everything worked out in his favor. Maybe he's saying Jordan Thompson
should be a third.
Should go to third because the umpire made the out call and made Jordan Thompson check up and start heading back to first.
Yep, they're going to go to review now. So initially the umpires tried to settle it among themselves, and I believe, Doug, you're right. That's why Jay Johnson is very emphatic in the ear of the first base umpire, Greg Street. And so they will go to review. Now, you have to ask yourself again, are they reviewing the catch? You assume they are, whether it was a catch or a non-catch. And then secondly, how do you handle Jordan Thompson, as Doug mentioned, was held up and told to go back to first?
That ball came out.
Yeah, that ball came out. It was a great effort by McDowell in center field, but I don't see how they rule that a catch.
Yeah, and there's nothing Jordan Thompson could do. I mean, obviously he can't keep running to third base when the umpires, made the out call. So I'm not real sure what Jay Johnson's upset about, but Everything worked out well for the Tigers on that call.
We assume. Again, initially it was ruled a catch and an out. So now you have to, as we go under official review, brought to you by Acme Oyster House, they'll have to come out and say we're overturning that initial call. So we'll hold the phone at the moment. Jay Johnson now, not sure if he's satisfied, but he's back in the Tiger dugout here. But this one taking a while. Looks like they're about to remove the headsets, and we'll get an answer. Again, to kind of recount what happened, it looked like initially they ruled it a catch and an out. Then they got together amongst themselves without review and said, nope, he's safe. And now they go under review, and Thompson is safe, and Cruz is safe. So after review, the Tigers have runners first and second.
I'll take it. And I guess that's a hit for Cruz?
Absolutely.
Yep. Single to center field. And so with one out and runners first and second and a 6-5 lead, we'll see Tommy White come to the plate as we get back to action. A lot to unpack there. Ryan Brown looks back to second and now fires. White swinging again for the fences. Comes up empty. It's 0-1. Thompson at second, Cruz at first base. 6-5 LSU leads, bottom of the 8th inning. The 0-1. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Got to believe Hurd's night is done. I mean, Guidry is getting really loose.
I think so, Buzz.
Down in the bullpen. He is getting hot.
1 ball, 1 strike to Tommy White. Here's the pitch. High and outside, 2-1.
Man, I'd love a 3-run dinger right now. Well, we've already hit 6, right? I mean, the odds are not there. I'll take a double, too. I mean, I'm not picky, but need more runs.
2 balls, 1 strike to Tommy White. Brown fires. Sent back foul into the screen. Evens a count 2-2.
Not that anybody's counting at home, but is it 5 or 6 homers?
I think it's here. I'll tell you.
I mean, Dylan Cruz hit a 2-run homer. If they hit 6, then that would be 7 runs.
5. They've hit 5.
Yep, you're right. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to White. Way upstairs and inside 3-2.
I'd like this to be 6.
What did I say, 6?
You said 6.
I did.
Well, I thought Chris said 6 earlier. I was just agreeing with the guy.
It's about
3-2 the count.
Oh, he meant here comes 6.
Correct.
I got you.
First and second, 1 out. Tigers lead by a run, 6-5. Payoff pitch to White. Swing and a miss. Got him with a pitch up in the zone. Down on strikes for the second time is Tommy White, and that will bring 2 outs to the inning, and now Trey Morgan will have an opportunity with a runner in scoring position and a 1-run lead. By the way, Dylan Cruz, as we mentioned, had the early 2-run home run. Now has 64 straight games reaching base.
64 games last year.
So now Morgan, the left-hander, stands in. Righty on lefty matchup. And the pitch. Fastball misses high, 1-0. Again, we mentioned it on Friday. Mikey Matuk had 70 straight reach base games. That's what Dylan Cruz is dialing in on if he can get the opportunity to play. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners first and second. Morgan swings and fouls it into the screen down the left field line. That'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Is Mikey the record holder, or is that just the most recent that Cruz is tracking down? 70 games. Ooh, that's a lot of games.
We'll have to go with Billy Franquez on that one.
It would be the longest since Mikey Matuk.
There you go.
1 ball, 1 strike. Morgan stands in. 0 for 3, due for something. Here's the 1-1. Off the end of the bat, ground ball, scooped up by the third baseman, Kane, and then he bobbles the baseball. Everybody's safe first, second, and third. Had to go a long way to his left, able to get a glove on it, but Again, almost seemed like his speed was so much out of control he couldn't stop and make the transfer.
Buzzy, that play moving to your left from third base is a tough play. We've talked about it already this weekend.
Yeah, and the ball wasn't hit tremendously hard. Had a lot of English on it.
Yeah.
Was never going to be an easy play with Trey Morgan moving down the line.
Yeah, that spin on the ball is kind of what caused the problem there, but it was almost like he was throwing it before he actually caught the ball, but big chance here for the Tigers.
So now we'll see Hayden Travinski with the bases loaded, 2 outs. The pitch swung on and fouled back. And it's 0-1.
I think they gave that a hit, yeah.
Yeah, gotta be. Well, and there was a lot of speed on all the base. Of course, he wasn't going to make a play at third base with Thompson moving from second to third. You had Cruz from first to second who can really run, and the only play was going to be to first base. Trey Morgan just got down the line.
Travinski with the bases loaded and 2 outs. The 0-1. Oh, strike. Called at the letters. Stravinsky doesn't like it. That looked a little high, but nonetheless, he falls behind in the count, 0-2. So with 2 down and the bases loaded, third time in this game the Tigers have loaded up the bases. The 0-2 pitch. One misses high. Ball 1-2.
Almost the same pitch there.
A 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Winners bracket game in the Baton Rouge Regional. A back and forth affair. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch. Sent in the air, foul towards the seats down in right. Keeps it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fans Dudley DeBosier stands for the purple and gold. Fights for Tiger fans all across Louisiana. Dudley DeBosier proud to be an official partner of LSU Athletics. Semi shift on for the right-handed hitting Travinski. Got Mazzana playing just right of second base. The 1-2 pitch just missed off the plate. Good eye by Travinski there. Moves the count 2-2.
Goes without saying, a couple runs here, insurance would be great. Even 1 run, get that 2-run lead going into the late inning, or last inning, I should say, would be huge.
Ryan Brown comes set. The 2-2 pitch. Missed high. That will fill the count 3-2.
Oh, what a pitch this is.
Tiger fans here at the box are all on their feet. From the grandstand to the landing to the diamond deck. With 2 outs and the bases loaded. Travinski at the plate. Ryan Brown, the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Chased one outside, and that will end it for LSU. They get a run. Braden Jobert goes deep. 1 run, 4 hits. They do once again leave 3 men on. They lead 6-5 as we head to the top of the 9th here at the box. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell. When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a Trane. Subject to credit approval. Ask for details. LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
Coming back here.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the NCAA Regional on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Here we go, top of the 9th inning. Winners bracket in the Baton Rouge Regional. 6-5 LSU takes a 1-run lead into the top of the 9th inning after an excellent performance by Thatcher Hurd, who came in after the restart following a 3-hour weather delay. It will be Gavin Guidry, the freshman from Lake Charles, on the mound, facing off against the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the order for Oregon State. Leading things off will be Turley, the talented freshman. First delivery from Guidry is strike, and it's 0-1. Talk about two talented players in their freshman campaigns, Turley and Guidry. Again, Gavin Guidry, not necessarily recruited to pitch for this team. Here's the 0-1, low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike, but due to the injury to the pitching staff, Coach Jay Johnson, Wes Johnson, the pitching coach, made the decision that Gavin Guidry would concentrate on pitching here in his freshman year. And he's been in some big spots in SEC play this season. The 1-1, strike from the inside corner. He gets ahead 1-2.
Nasty little breaking ball there from Gavin Guidry. Boy, this is a matchup of the future of college baseball here.
Turley readies the bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Guidry fires. Swing and a miss. Did he get a piece? Nope, he did not.
Yes, sir.
Stravinsky had to chase it down. He applies the tag as Turley stayed put at home plate. And Guidry with a huge strikeout. 1 down, 2 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU.
Now, Guidry, that's his 30th strikeout of the year. He's 3-0. This is his 17th appearance. Has a 3.72 ERA in 19 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 8 runs, 11 walks. Again, that was his 30th strikeout of the year.
Mikey Kane stands in, and again, first delivery inside corner, called strike with a breaking ball. It's 0-1.
How about 18 punch-outs tonight for the Tigers pitching staff?
6-5 LSU leads. Here's the 0-1. Line drive. Napolt grabbing, but can't hold on. Gets by him at second base into right center field. He made the effort, just got by the glove, and a 1-out single puts Kane aboard.
Yeah, there's a good chance that ball actually nicked the leather. Napolt was all over it, just barely, oh man, less than an inch away.
Yeah, what has been Napolt? 5'11", 173 they've got him. If he's 6'1", makes
5'11" and 3/4, you know.
So a 1-out single, and that will bring Brady Casper to the plate. Righty on lefty matchup here in the top of the 9th. Pitch by Guidry. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1.
What a spot for this freshman to be in.
Well, you certainly cannot question the competitive nature of Gavin Guidry. He is an alpha competitor. The runner at first and 1 down. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Got him to chase this one low in the zone. It's 0-2. One out, top of the 9th. The 0-2 pitch, ground ball to second. Napolt fields it, throws to Thompson. The relay to first, and not in time. They
we
say
got to review that.
Casper beat it out.
Well, we're going to have to review that, huh, Buzz?
No, they can review it. He beat it out. I think the call was right, but I don't think LSU's challenged any play tonight. So you certainly got to make the challenge. I do think he beat it out.
Again, running up the line quickly was Casper, and it did appear in real time he was able to get to first. But they'll take a look at it. We'll go under review once again. They do record the out at second for the second out of the inning. They get the lead runner in Kane. They rule the runner safe at first in Casper.
The ball hit hard. Napolt played way back, not really double play depth, although it was hit right at him, and he got it quickly to Thompson. Thompson was as quick as you can be, but Oregon State base runner, was that Casper? Casper, yeah, just getting down the line.
He beat the throw. Watch it clearly there. The foot's on the bag.
Yep.
So after a quick review, they rule that Casper is safe at first. So 2 down, 1 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU here in the top of the 9th. And it will be Tanner Smith, the catcher, who's 1 for 4, had a double after the game resumed in the 4th inning. Right? Looks like we may see a pinch hitter here.
That's number 54. It's going to be Tice Peterson. Peterson has started 8 games this year, played in 14. This will be his 33rd plate appearance of the year. Interesting choice.
So Tice Peterson will bat for Tanner Smith. Right-handed hitter with 2 outs, a runner on. The Tigers lead 6-5. Guidry fires the pitch inside, gets away from Travinsky, rolls all the way to the dugout third base side, and that will put the potential tying run at second base as Casper into second. So the plot thickens here in the top of the 9th. Runner at second now. 1-0 count to Peterson, the pinch hitter. Guidry fires. Strike on the outside corner to even the count, 1-1. Tigers 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Oregon State 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors in the field. 1 ball, 1 strike. Guidry fires. Beautiful breaking ball for a strike, and it's 1-2 now to Peterson.
Now they'll all rise to their feet as they should for Gavin Guidry. He's 1 pitch away.
6-5, LSU leads, top of the 9th. Runner at second, 2 down. Guidry's 1-2 pitch. Did he go around? Yes, he did! Struck him out. Tigers win. Tigers win. 6-5 the final here on Sunday night. LSU with the victory moves to 45-15. Oregon State falls to 40-19. And now the Beavers must face Sam Houston later tonight. Those 2 teams try to survive and fight LSU on Monday for the Baton Rouge Regional. LSU moves to 2-0 here in regional play with a 6-5 come-from-behind win against Oregon State. More to come on the LSU